middleweight champion Sean Strickland. For anyone to be able to do that to Israel Adesanya, you don't just get lucky and go beat Izzy in a unanimous decision. He is that good. Dricus, DDP, he's an athletic freak. You can tell he's athletic. You can tell for the people he fights, he's very just strong and explosive. If I had to pick right now, if I had to bet money, I'd say, okay guys, welcome in. We're back with another video. And the video is about the middleweight champion, Sean Strickland, who just defeated handily the best middleweight of all time, Izzy Adesanya. Is he that good? Sean Strickland is 32 years old. He's got an MMA record of 28-5. He's been in the UFC 10 years. He's got 20 fights in the UFC. He's 15-5. So that's some serious experience making that walk to the octagon. Rumor has it for his training, he does mostly sparring. So he's had thousands and thousands of sparring rounds preparing for his fights. He just likes to spar. He doesn't like to do strength conditioning, doesn't like to do all that other nonsense. I'm sure when he was younger, he did his jiu-jitsu and his wrestling and all that stuff. He's a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Everyone I've talked to says he wrestles really, really good. And when you take him down, it's very hard to hold him down. Now he's training under the coach of the year, Eric Nixick, out of Extreme Couture. So you know he's sparring with good people. They always have some of the best guys. They always have UFC guys there. You know he's sparring with the right people, and you know he's going to come prepared. The style he has, this Philly shell style, like I would never teach anyone to have that style in MMA. You better have really good eyes and really good reaction time. And to get really good at that style, I think you need to do exactly what he's doing. Just spar thousands of rounds. To be able to have the reaction time for head kicks. To be able to stand there flat-footed and check Izzy Adesanya's kicks when you know he's so fast at setting those up. To be able to sprawl when you're standing up that tall from really good wrestlers. It's going to take thousands of rounds for that. So preparing for him for Sean Strickland would be hard, because it'd be hard to find a training partner that can mimic that style that well. There's definitely things he does. He swats at punches. Alex Pereira caught him with that left hook, but there's been other really good strikers who haven't been able to open him up and catch him with those punches, because his eyes are so good, and he's so good at swatting those and leaning back, and just with that funky style, with that consistent, like, patient pressure he has. Always on you with that pressure. It's great for 5 rounds. That style is great for 5 rounds. You saw it with Israel Adesanya. He could have fought 5 more rounds. He was marching him down. He didn't even look tired at the end of that 5th. Having a good style that is, efficient for 5 rounds, that is so important in championship fights. People don't realize that. You've seen people make mistakes in the past. Kevin Lee, you can see him on the walkout. They're just hyped up. They have a lot of energy. In the first round, they have this lot of energy. They're super springy. They're explosive. Boom. But then third, fourth round, when you still got 10 minutes of fighting left, their gas tank runs out. So that style for 5 rounds is so good. And he's went 5 rounds a lot. He's went 5 rounds multiple times, and he usually breezes through those rounds pretty easy. In my opinion, is he that good? He is that good. If you can be in the UFC for 10 years and you have a 15-5 record, he is that good. For anyone to be able to do that to Israel Adesanya, you don't just get lucky and go beat Izzy in a unanimous decision. I think they said it was split. Did they say it was split? But it was unanimous. You don't just get lucky and go outstrike the best striker on the planet. He definitely is that good. I think the big question is at UFC 297 against Dricus is, can he keep his emotions in check? Is he going to go out there and he's going to think about all the comments Dricus made, and is he going to think about all that stuff, and he's going to come out there and just let loose and just be pissed off and fight with emotions? I don't think so. I think his coach is going to have him ready. He's going to have him dialed in for that 25 minutes, just sharp. I don't know. Dricus, DDP. He's 6 foot, 29 years old. He's got a 20-2 professional MMA record. He's only been in the UFC for 4 years. Looks like he got into the UFC in what year? In July 10th, 2021, he made his UFC debut at UFC 264 versus Poirier versus McGregor 3, and he KO'd Trevin Giles. So he hasn't been in the big show that long. Only one time did he go to a decision, a 15-minute decision, and now he's got to fight Sean Strickland for 25 minutes. He's an athletic freak. You can tell he's athletic. You can tell for the people he fights, he's very just strong and explosive. He doesn't have like a great rhythm to him. He's kind of like blocky and robotic. In the first 2 minutes, he's breathing heavy out of his nose. like panic breaths in the first 2-3 minutes of his fights early on, and even as recent. Supposedly he just got his deviated septum fixed. And that can change your cardio. 100% that can change your cardio. When you can take big nasal breaths, and you see it with good champions, especially good strikers, guys that are really good with their energy for 5 rounds, you see them focusing on just nasal breathing for the first couple rounds. Even later in the rounds, there's fights where I've seen Izzy, he nasal breathes the whole fight. And when you're nasal breathing, you can make the right decisions. But you do see guys that just mouth breathe and just push through it the whole time. Guys like Justin Gaethje, guys like DDP, he looks completely fatigued and gassed, like he's gonna just run out of juice, but then he just comes back and he still just toughs through it, muscles through it. He does blitz forward. He blitzes forward super strong at random times. He'll blitz forward and he'll run at you, and he's such a big, strong, powerful guy. The only thing you can do is move back, and as soon as your back hits the fence, he'll drop into a double leg. And it's not like he's that great of a technical wrestler. You see it early on, him body lock Brad Tavares and try to lateral drop him, pulls him right into mount. He made some mistakes against Darren Till, who doesn't even wrestle. So I think he uses a lot of his strength and athleticism to score his takedowns. Just fucking diving into a double and lifting, which does use a lot of energy. And after 5 rounds of doing that, you're going to be in trouble. That's what I'm curious to see with Dricus, and that's going to be the big one, because you see him how tired he does get, and he's got to fight an extra 10 minutes at UFC 297 against Sean Strickland, who's an expert at fighting 5 rounds. He's got the style for 5 rounds. And maybe Dricus does take him down, does explode, takes him down, uses all his muscle, guy takes him down, boom, but then Sean Strickland pops up, and he does that multiple times. And then he's back on Dricus with his patient pressure that he's got. We'll see. If I had to pick right now, if I had to bet money, I'd say Sean Strickland TKOs Dricus in the 4th or 5th round at UFC 297. Hope you guys enjoy the little breakdown. Let me know your thoughts below, and hit that like and subscribe button. We're almost to 100K. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Love ya.